Hey, hey, hey! It's voting day in the USA. Doesn't matter, they don't count them anyways, as we found out in 2020. They just elect whoever they want. Currently, they say there was no election interference, but in Pennsylvania just today, the electronic voting machines were shut down because they were flipping votes for the Democrats. Interesting, huh? There's no election fraud to see here, though. And then I believe it was in Connecticut. They stopped all the elections, shut it all down, and are having a redo because a Democrat judge or Democrat person that was running had the votes flipped on them, so they lost. So the Supreme Court was able to rule, get that shut down, and a recount. But in the 2020 election, there was no voter fraud at all. They would have you believe that Joe Biden, a man who ran 2 times with no support, got the most votes out of any president in U.S. history. He couldn't even fill 6 circles at his rallies, but yet got 85 million votes. When Donald Trump is selling out stadiums, millions of people coming to see that man, I don't think that that's the case. And I remember, in 2020, going to bed and seeing that Donald Trump was winning and waking up to find out that Joe Biden had won, and they were still counting votes, weeks later that had got mailed in. And miraculously, every vote that was mailed in was for Joe Biden. There was none for Donald Trump. Every vote that came in through the mail was for Joe Biden. That is miraculous. I can't even fathom how that happened. That is absolutely crazy. But that is what they told us happened. And anybody that tried to bring it up shortly after the 2020 election was shut down, censored, told they couldn't talk about it. Mike Lindell from MyPillow, who tried to go up against these people, is almost bankrupt. He's pretty much lost his whole $300 million MyPillow company just going against these corrupt people because they do not want to let go of the grip of power. And they're doing it still by putting Trump through all these indictments, trying to keep him off the ballot because they do not want him to come back, because all of their dirty laundry is slowly coming out, and people are finally getting to see the real side of the far left swamp as well as the rhinos. It's crazy. If you look back, not long ago, also during 2020, we had COVID-19. 75 lawmakers that currently work in Congress, Senate, or for some part of, our government, bought or sold stock in companies that make vaccines, COVID treatments, tests, different things of that nature. They also held stock in Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer. So, of course, they're going to push the narrative that you need to get the jab, and you need to get all the boosters, and you need to buy into all of the nonsense that comes with COVID. They think that we are absolutely stupid. Now, I am not saying that COVID-19 is not real and that COVID-19 didn't hurt a lot of people. It did. But it has been proven that it was manufactured and released on the world to basically advance the political agenda of the far left Democrats. It's been proven that it was being tested in a lab in Wuhan, and that Anthony Fauci and Bill Gates were 100% behind it. The mRNA studies that Bill Gates was doing, he was able to get the Federal Drug and Food Administration, FDA, to approve him putting the vaccine into mosquitoes and releasing them on the world. He was also able to get it approved for him to put it into airplanes and helicopters and dump it out, so that way you would breathe the vaccine. And I don't know where you're at, but currently where I'm at, there is a lot of sick people. They all are experiencing COVID in its truest form and stronger than ever, all of a sudden. And they don't want to prescribe ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine, things that were proven to help treat it. They do not want to give that to you. At all costs, they do not want you to know that that works. They also approved Bill Gates giving us his artificially grown meat. It is going to be it's probably already being sold in stores, but they approved it to be able to sell it to humans, even though it's been proven to cause super cancer in the people that tested it and were eating it. They still are allowing it to be served to the world. That's crazy. Does anybody ever wonder why we don't export any of our food from the U.S. to other countries? Because it is illegal to sell our food in other countries, because it is contaminated. They literally want us to be sick. That is how they make money, is with the American people being sick. Our votes don't count. They want us to be sick. Inflation is through the roof, so we can't afford to do anything. They are trying to cripple us as a nation, and they're doing a pretty damn good job. So, as I say all the time, stay vigilant. Pay attention to what's going on. Like I told you, Dan Bongino on his show, he said that the enemy is already here. And people are probably like, well, did they come across the border? Or is what's going on? Well, the enemy has been here for a long time. They run our government and they control us and everything we do. The enemy from within is what we're fighting as Americans. So, like I said, pay attention. Stay vigilant. Try to get the news as best as you can. If you can get extra water, extra food, a little bit of cash on hand, you never know what's going to happen in this world. So hold your family tight. Love them. Like and subscribe to this channel, The Ugly Truth 2023. We try to get out there what we can, when we can. Also, check out my book that's on Amazon. It's called We the Peasants, an 8th Century Stronghold. It's on Kindle, paperback, and hardback. Also, I have a new book that hopefully will be released by Friday at the latest. It's called Operation Truth, A Rogue Colonel's Quest. Really great books, basically talking about everything that I talk about on here. What's going on in the world. So if you get a chance, take a look at those. I'll leave a link down below so you can just click right on it, run to the books, check them out. Like and subscribe, share these videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.